Welcome to this deep dive into the transition from classical statistics to machine learning evaluation. In the world of data science, there is a metric that everyone loves because it is intuitive: accuracy. However, as we move from simple descriptive statistics to predictive modeling, we quickly discover that accuracy is often a seductive lie. Today, we will uncover why accuracy is not enough and master the fundamental tool for model evaluation: the confusion matrix. Imagine you are developing a system to detect a rare but deadly disease that affects only 1% of the population. If your model simply predicts healthy for every single patient, it will be 99% accurate. Statistically, that sounds impressive, but in reality, your model is useless because it fails to identify the very people it was designed to save. This is the accuracy paradox, and it occurs whenever we deal with imbalanced datasets, which are common in fraud detection, medical diagnosis, and cybersecurity. To move beyond simple percentages, we use the confusion matrix. This is a 2x2 table that cross-references actual values with predicted values. It consists of 4 quadrants: true positives, TP, people with the disease correctly identified; true negatives, TN, healthy people correctly identified; false positives, FP, healthy people wrongly flagged as sick; and false negatives, FN, sick people wrongly flagged as healthy. These 4 numbers are the building blocks of every advanced metric in machine learning. Let's break down the false categories, also known as type 1 and type 2 errors in classical statistics. A false positive, type 1, is a false alarm. In a spam filter, this is an important email ending up in the junk folder. A false negative, type 2, is a missed detection. This is the dangerous one in healthcare: a sick patient sent home thinking they are fine. The cost of these errors is rarely equal, which is why we need more specific metrics than just accuracy. This brings us to precision and recall. Precision, also called positive predictive value, asks, of all the cases we predicted as positive, how many were actually correct? It measures the quality of our positive predictions. Recall, or sensitivity, asks, of all the actual positive cases out there, how many did we manage to catch? In a criminal trial, we want high precision: don't convict innocent people. In a cancer screening, we want high recall: don't miss any tumors. Often, there is a tug-of-war between precision and recall. If you increase the sensitivity of your model to catch every possible case, you will inevitably trigger more false alarms, lowering your precision. To find a balance, we use the F1 score. Unlike a simple average, the F1 score is the harmonic mean of precision and recall. It punishes extreme values, meaning a model must perform well in both metrics to achieve a high F1 score. This is the gold standard for imbalanced classification. But what if we want to see how a model performs at different sensitivity levels? We use the ROC curve, receiver operating characteristic. This graph plots the true positive rate against the false positive rate across various probability thresholds. The area under the curve, or AUC, gives us a single value between 0 and 1 that represents the model's ability to distinguish between classes. An AUC of 0.5 is no better than a coin flip, while an AUC of 1.0 represents a perfect classifier. In conclusion, moving from statistics to machine learning requires a shift in mindset. We must stop asking, how many did we get right, and start asking, what kind of mistakes are we making, and what is the cost of those mistakes? By mastering the confusion matrix, precision, recall, and the ROC-AUC, you gain the power to build models that don't just look good on paper, but actually solve real-world problems. References: 1. The Elements of Statistical Learning, Hastie, Tibershani, and Friedman. 2. Pattern Recognition and Machine Learning, Christopher Bishop. 3. Applied Predictive Modeling, Max Kuhn and Kel Johnson. 4. The Nielsen Report for Fraud Detection Statistics.